I'm Froggy, and here is a My Froggy Stuff mashup. You all asked for a paper craft mashup, so here it is. From beds to book bags, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I am going to make a paper doll that can fit inside of my dollhouse. To make paper dolls, you can cut pictures out of magazines, draw them, or print out an image of yourself. I am using colored pencils to enhance my picture. Carefully cut it out. Glue it onto a piece of cardboard from a cereal box. Carefully cut it out. Taper to a doll stand. Dress yourself up with some doll jewelry and a purse, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
In our one-take folding dollhouse, we made a very simple doll rooms that can be made in under 30 minutes. So now we are going to slow it down and show step by step how we made it. Using poster board, scrapbook paper, an X-Acto knife, scissors, paper cutter, and remember to always have adult supervision when working with sharp objects. And we need glue. I start by folding the poster board in half. And I'm going to use the back of my scissors to make a really good crease. Now here is my crease, and I am going to fold it in half again, dividing the poster into 4 parts. Depending on the height of the doll, I can make the walls using the long side or the shorter side. The shorter side could work for a Bratz and a La La Loopsy girl, and it would give them a larger room. However, I am going to make this for a Barbie, so I need to use the taller side. So then I open it up, and these are going to be the walls. So I'm going to push them back over there. Then on this end, I'm just going to cut straight up the middle to the center point. This will allow me to overlap them and create the room. Yeah, so this is white paper on a white background. So we're going to show this one more time. This time, I'm going to make it for a smaller doll using some cardstock scrapbook paper. So I fold it in half, then I fold it again, dividing the paper into 4 pieces. Easy peasy! Cut on the folded line to the center point, then overlap the pieces to make a room. Now nothing has been glued down because we want to be able to fold this up when not in use. For my poster board room, I have a little extra on the side. So I bend it up to make a crease, then trim off the excess. Now it's time to add some flooring and wallpaper. This is the fun part! I usually like doing a wood print or something pretty natural on the floor. And for the walls, I usually go with something pretty basic like a white brick, so that it's a very neutral set that I can use with a lot of different dolls. However, since this room is so easy to make, I can get bold with the wallpaper because I can make multiple rooms and store them all away easily. Wow, that's a lot of ponies. To cover it, I'm going to open it up and glue the scrapbook paper onto each floor panel. Just add a little glue, then the paper. And I like to fold the paper over the edge to give it a nice clean look. Repeat on the other side. When covering the walls, I like to start in the center so the paper doesn't curl when I bend it. And so that I don't overwhelm the room with pattern, I like to pair it with the solid. Cut strips of paper, glue them on for trim, making sure to avoid the bottom crease, and complete the basic room. Since this is made of poster board, the walls are a little floppy. However, adding the scrapbook paper does make them a little stronger. And we can take it a step further by gluing a second one onto one side, creating 2 corner rooms. Then I can use an X-Acto knife to cut out a large rectangle, fold a strip of paper in half, then glue it over the edge to make a doorway. And it still folds up for easy storage. We can use 2 to make the rooms larger, and I'm just going to use a clip to hold them together. And since the walls are so tall, you won't see the clip in the photos. And we'll just have to use something to cover that seam. Can you stand right here for me? Right there. Great, thanks. And in addition to making doorways, we can also make windows. We made an outside scene on this corner room, so we can have lots of different spaces for our dolls to play. And you're done.
Happy crafting! Just right what I needed. Take me there. We can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio.
I am going to make a book bag for a doll using cardstock and scrapbook paper, recycled paperboard, jump rings, charms, beads, a pencil, ruler, ribbon, chain, stickers, embroidery floss, and glue. I start by drawing parallel lines onto a piece of paperboard. Draw another set of lines that are perpendicular, making a cross, and a square in the center. Adjust the width of the lines to make a rectangle. Measure out the same distance on both sides. Draw a line at the marks for the sides of the book bag. Make the same measurements at the bottom, then draw a line across. Take something round and line it up in this top corner on the side. Trace around it on both sides. Draw a line extending out from the bottom of the curves on the edge of the side with the curve. Draw a line that makes this section the same width as the center square. Draw a line next to the line extending from the side with the curve. Sketch a small tab under the sides. Carefully erase unnecessary lines. Cut it out to make the pattern. And a printable copy of this pattern will be available on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com. Trace the pattern onto a piece of cardstock. Cut it out. Fold where the lines were drawn. Curl over the long strips and glue them around the curve. Fold over the excess at the crease. Apply some glue, then glue it to the center piece. After attaching both sides, glue together the overlaying flaps. Pull the bottom flap up, trim, apply glue to the bottom tabs and around the edges of the flap, then lay it in place, making a small pocket in front. Fold over the top flap, sketch a design for the bottom, add a small tab at the end. Trim off the excess, make a mark under the tab, make a small cut on the line, and always have adult supervision when dealing with sharp objects. Then push the tab inside so that it can close. On the back, glue ribbon from the top to the bottom for the straps. Add a small loop at the top to finish the basic book bag. And now we can think about ways to get creative, like adding brown paper on the bottom before gluing on the straps. Glue on strips going down, and we added a little metallic paper for the buckles. Take a small rectangle of cardstock, fold up the bottom, fold over the sides, open it up, trim off the bottom corners, fold them back over using glue to only secure the flaps. Attach it to the side to make pockets to hold school supplies. Glue scrapbook paper on top to add a little pattern. Add a jump ring and some charms, and a bow, and a sticker jewel to make a cute book bag. Have fun creating different styles so the dolls can carry around their favorite things so they are always prepared for school. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
going to make a new version of our doll purse using paper, a pencil, ruler, chain, jump rings, glitter, pom-poms, a toothpick, and glue. I start by making the pattern on a piece of white paper. Using a ruler, draw 2 straight lines. Draw lines on the side for the width of the purse, making a rectangle. Cut it out, fold it in half. On the side opposite the fold, trim one corner to make a curve, to make the shape for the front of the purse. Place it on the paper and trace around it. Flip the pattern over and place it about 3/4 of an inch below. Trace it, use a ruler to connect the corners. Take a measurement of one of the sides right before the curve begins. Then make a rectangle out to the side that is the same length. Repeat on the other side and then draw tabs right next to it. Cut it out to use as the pattern. And I will make a copy of my pattern available on our blog. I'm going to make small cuts at the sides to mark the ends of the tabs. Trace the pattern onto a piece of paper, folding over the tabs to mark the lines. And this is going to be the inside of the purse. Glue it to the back of another piece of paper, cut it out, making sure to cut the lines for the tabs, fold on the lines, erase the pencil markings, glue the tabs to the front and back of the purse. Pinch the sides to make a crease. Using tacky glue, cover the sides, applying an even thick layer. Then use a toothpick to draw lines in the glue. I made diagonal lines going down, then went back in the opposite direction, making a quilted pattern. On the front of the purse, I made the glue a little thicker, then draw the lines, just as before, then allow it to dry. My favorite glue to use for this project is tacky glue. It dries clear and it's non-toxic. While waiting for the bag to dry, I start working on the handles. Apply glue to the paper, then fold it over and cut a thin strip. Place jump rings on the end of both sides. Cut the strip of paper, push the end through the jump ring, then fold over and glue it down. Repeat on both sides and the ends. Apply a layer of glue to the center piece of paper. Once everything is dry, glue the ends of the handle onto the bag. Use glitter and glue to make a fun little bag. Now let's make a Pom Pom keychain. Take a piece of the leftover double-sided strip of paper, add a jump ring and fold it and glue it in half. Glue the paper into the pom-pom to make a simple keychain that I can add to the purse. Add charms, beads, and bows for a personal touch. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a no-sew dress for a doll using tissue paper, ribbon, tape, rubber bands, and glue. I start by cutting a strip of tissue paper. Fold it back and forth to make pleats. Place it on the doll with the good side facing down. Tie ribbon or use a rubber band to hold it in place just under the arms. Flip the paper over the rubber band, making sure it goes around the doll's body. Tie a piece of ribbon around the doll's waist to make a basic dress. To add detail to the dress, I cut squares out of tissue paper, fold them in half, then fold them again, round off the edge, glue it onto the dress, continue all around the skirt, add ribbon to the waist, and since this dress is made of paper, I can also use tape to help define the waistline. We even found this really cool glitter tape at the craft store. We cut it into thin strips, then placed them on the dress. Cut small squares of paper, pinch and twist the center, then glue them to the dress. Twist strips of paper, wrap them into a spiral, then glue them onto the dress to make flowers. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a bed for a doll using recycled computer paper, a wooden dowel, beads, printables from our blog, toothpicks, cardboard, fabric, fluff, and glue. I start by rolling recycled paper around a wooden dowel, stopping to add glue along the way. To make a paper tube, make the tube thicker by gluing on another sheet of paper. Make several. Depending on the length of my doll, I may need to combine or cut tubes. To combine the tubes, I apply glue to one end, then push a toothpick or wooden dowel inside. Apply glue to another tube, then push it on to the toothpick. Before putting the bed together, I have decided that I would like to change the color. Using printables from our blog, I cut the paper into strips, then glue it around the paper tubes. Once all the tubes have been covered, lay out the design for the bed, mark where they will connect, make a hole, making sure it is large enough to fit a toothpick. Glue the toothpick inside, then glue on the connecting paper tube. Glue one side, then the other, to make the frame of the bed. Plan out the design for the head and footboard. And for our design, I would like small spindles that run across right here. Rather than cutting a long tube, it may be easier to first cut the paper down to size, then roll, cover, and place in the design. To assemble, attach the toothpicks just as before, making sure to add one in the front for the frame. Glue them together, glue on the spindles, make a second one for the footboard, glue on the frame using the toothpicks. We chose to add another set of rails on the side for more support. Glue on the other side of the bed, glue beads onto the ends. We added small tubes for support where needed. Cut cardboard that can fit inside. Cover with pillow fluff and fabric. Gluing underneath to use for the mattress. Add a pillow and your favorite doll bedding to complete the bed. Since this bed is made out of paper, extra care is recommended. However, the toothpicks inside the tubes does add extra strength and support so that the bed can hold a doll like an American Girl. But if I would like to make the bed stronger, I would add more layers to the paper tubes. Make it smaller. I can make the spindles thinner using a toothpick so I can decorate them with beads. Add tubes across the top to make a canopy. Add ribbon, lace, or tulle, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
Thank you for joining us for this My Froggy Stuff mashup. Let us know what mashups you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and the Frog Blog. And we will see you next time. Bye!